y'all.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's another Mix It Up podcast. I'm your host, Joel Hawkins, and of course, I'm here with
H. Jones.
So today we're going to be doing BTS For You. You know, it's actually kind of funny is we were setting it up, and we usually make sure that there's no commercial that pops up beforehand. So we watched the first 20 seconds of the video thinking it was a commercial.
Yeah.
You'll see why. And then all of a sudden we realized, nope, not a commercial. This is the video, bro. Because we were both like, why isn't it saying skip ad? We're just sitting there just waiting for it to say skip ad.
Joel has the remote. I couldn't push the button.
Oh, no, there was no pushing the button. There was no skip ad. It was the actual music video. So we both realized at the same moment, you'll see why. He takes off the head and you're like, that's a person in the band. Yeah. So then we immediately stopped it, rewound it, and started recording. Yeah, it was weird, man. I didn't expect it. So I think that maybe this video might throw us off a little bit.
Absolutely, I'd say.
It already did. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see better. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you know when new things are coming out. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, MK5 Studios, for all your business, graphic design, web design, and video post-production needs.
What else you got?
Actually, we're running a special. You can get Hulu ad campaigns with us, managed by us, for less than, or I think as low as $650.
Oh, okay.
So for a monthly campaign. It's actually pretty cool.
Hulu.
So you can give us a holler at, again, mk5studios.com. Now that's mk5studios.com. So check it out. Yeah, I think we're doing some other stuff too. Like, I think instead of doing $350 flat rate for a logo and $350 flat rate for a logo and a branding guide, we're doing it for $300. So yeah, saving some money, which a branding guide is, you know, if you're in business, you want to make sure that you're branding across everything that you do. So if you go to somebody and they're doing trade show display or a wall mural or something else, or you're decorating your office or interior decorator, or you're getting promotional materials made, you send them that branding guide with your logo, and it has your color scheme and your hex codes and all that stuff on there. And you can make a more comprehensive one, which there's additional fee for, but mainly because it takes longer to do. Like if you want to branch out and be like, you can't do this, you can do this. This is what we prefer. Opacity 50% on here, and this font is supposed to be used on normal text, and this one on more secondary. And yeah, but yeah, that's just for business owners. Individuals don't care about that. So let's go ahead and get started and watch For You by BTS, which was this a 9 year ago or 8 year ago or 7 or what?
I don't remember the year.
See? Okay.
I remember seeing it. I knew it was back though, but I don't remember how far back.
Back in the day. Way back. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and check it out. Y'all. Sorry, that was weird. Watch it come up with a commercial now. See? It's tripping me out. I thought I was a commercial. When you have shoes. That's what it felt like. Why did that dude hit his head?
君の香りがするこの道をたどってゆくイヤホン差し込むこのことに確かな思いがその先にある Oh baby why you far away 慣れない君がいないとなんかね何か足りない気するずっと一緒に二人たいだけなのに気づけば君はこのスマホの中だけでしか会えない目の前に現れて一緒にいれない寂しさ今日も噛みしめ思いと裏腹時間だけ過ぎて不安な気持ちになっても距離のよ心離れないでと信じて届ける風の先にはいつも俺がいる同じ空にした答えなんてなくていい全ては君の笑顔の中にある Choose 離れていても心と心はつながっている Forever しめている胸の中で君をずっとひらひら舞う花びらのキラキラ舞う太陽の下でずっと二人はどんな時もつながっているからね大丈夫遠い場所すぐすぐ二人今日はなんかもうすっかり寂しくて会いたい一人の余裕感じるその大きさに距離と心比例するなんて噂が気になりたまらなくなって心配になるもっと時は過ぎどんどん溢れるため息の数もそっと Oh girl 君のその笑顔が残ってるのさ離れてても気持ちならいつも同じ二人はいつまでも全て For you 答えなんてなくていい全ては君の笑顔の中にある Truth 離れていても心と心は繋がっている Forever 君とキラキラ舞う花びらのシャワーキラキラ舞う太陽の中僕は抱きしめている胸の中で君をずっとキラキラ舞う花びらのシャワーキラキラ舞う太陽の下でずっと二人はどんな時も繋がっているからね大丈夫たとえ遠くにいても二人同じ空見てるよたとえ何があっても君がいれば何も怖くはないよ信じ合ってるから互いの愛が輝き合うように綺麗な二人のままさ桜の花びらの全て For you 答えなんてなくていい全ては君の笑顔の中にある Truth 離れていても心と心は繋がっている Forever 君と花びらのシャワー太陽の中僕は抱きしめている胸の中で君をずっと花びらのシャワー太陽の下でずっと二人はどんな時も繋がっているからね大丈夫大丈夫
I already had a feeling that it was going to be confusing because again, at the beginning, we thought it was a commercial, like we were waiting for the skip ad to pop up. But
honestly, I thought the bear was gonna pull out a knife. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be.
Well, is that guy
like
tapped his
movie.
head like 3 times and it's like, do people really do that? Like I've been to Disney World a couple times, but okay. The song For You by BTS talks about the feeling of longing for someone who's far away, but still feeling connected with that person through their emotions and hearts. The lyrics are filled with a sense of missing the person and wishing to be together, which you can get that from the video too. Just in the way, like, you know, they're all working jobs, doing the best that they can. They're dealing with the public, you know, and a lot, you can tell, like, oh, they're like, break the dishes and then they accidentally spill a plate and they're like, yes, I'm sorry. You know, they're just kind of living their lives until the next moment they can see them. The verse sung by Jungkook talks about walking down the road and feeling the presence of that person with whom he wishes to be. He has a strong feeling that he will meet that person again. The next verse, RM expresses his feelings of missing his loved ones. He feels a sense of incompleteness in his life without that person and wishes to be together with them always. I mean, most people are social creatures. So it makes perfect sense that they would feel a little off if they were completely out of touch or out of sync with those people that they cared about, you know? I'm not exactly that way. I can pretty much go it on my own and be super happy about it. But which makes, funny enough, a lot of people not happy. Like,
you don't need me?
Yeah, well, it's not that I don't need them. It's just like, okay, like if I call you on the phone and we sit there and have an hour-long conversation, that's cool to me. But for both of us to then make plans, quote unquote, we're never ever going to do them because we both have full-time lives where we're doing stuff, you know? Like I never expect when my friends started having kids, I realized immediately that this means, oh, so we're not going to hang out again. Like I knew that because it was like, oh, sorry, I got the kids. I got this. And if you want, you can come over to this birthday party they're having. I'm like, no, I'm not going over to the place where 60 kids are going insane and throwing up and beating each other in the hot sun. I'm like, no,
There's
I'm good.
an adult section play in.
I don't care if it's an adult section. Kids are going to wander. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with kids per se. It's just literally like, when you get enough of them together, they do what's called the spontaneous scream. And that, I now know why my dad flipped out when I was younger and he would get mad for no reason. Now I know why. Because our genetics, that is not a good thing for it. It's almost like we go into emergency mode. Like, little girls sometimes will scream and they're not actually in pain or hurting. It's just for fun. And I'm like, oh, what's happening? Who's hurt? Who hurt? Who hit who? What's going on? Like, I don't have kids and I'm getting into that mode. Now I know why when my sisters would scream because one would punch the other or throw something and they'd have joyful glee, my dad would run in the room like, what happened? What is going on? And if that freaked them out for a second, because my dad's yelling, what happened? Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
And they're like, Joel did it. And like, I can't tell you how many times they weren't hurt, but I ended up getting dragged into it, you know? But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's this sudden high-pitched scream that makes my whole nervous system just go like it's bad for me. But that's why I laugh when some of my friends are like, hey, you know, maybe I'll come over and we'll hang out, watch a movie or something. I'm like, that would be really awesome. That'd be great. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm gonna have my kids with me. Oh, never mind. That's okay. Like, I've canceled stuff like that. Well, I haven't seen you in a couple years. Let's hang out. Yeah, don't bring your kids to my house. Because the first like 10, 20 times that happened, I do not have a house that was built for kids.
You just gotta wait till they're teenagers. That's it.
Yeah, they still haven't come over. Well, no, because once you're a teenager, you're not going with your mom anywhere.
Well, that's true. Yeah. But if they do go, they're just going to sit in a corner.
And be annoyed. Yeah.
Are we done yet?
And be apathetic. That was just me as a kid. That was me as a kid. That's what it was.
So sucks. He doesn't have snacks.
Yeah. Oh, gonna play with your Nerf guns? What are you gonna do with them? Put needles in the Nerf dogs? No, you're not doing that. Can't count how many times I saw a kid, one of them actually like drove a screw into it. And I'm like, dude, that's not going to work. The screw's too heavy. And he's like, no, it'll be fine. It'll be cool. I'm like, plus you just ruined one of my darts. That's a wood screw, man. And he was like, it just like, it didn't even get off. I'm like, yeah, you just tried to shoot a piece of metal that usually flings styrofoam with a rubber tip. Use your logic, numbnuts. Like, yeah, it just wasn't.
So smaller screw, got it.
Yeah. Lighter, infinite plastic screw might work, but yeah. I mean, the song. Oh, wait, I forgot. I missed this part. Later in the song, Suga expresses how he feels separated from his loved ones and finds it difficult to cope with. Well, that's what they just said about RM. He is anxious and worried about the relationship. Oh, okay, there we go. But he believes that their love will keep them connected forever. J-Hope sings about how they both might be far away from each other, but they are looking at the same sky and finds comfort in that. That's definitely true. That's something I've heard for years and decades where someone was like, we're looking at the same moon or we're looking at the same sky. So just look up there and think of me and know that I'm looking up there and thinking of you, you know? Because this song does work on all levels. It could be family. It could be a relationship. It could be a multitude of different things.
It's a relationship. He goes and sees her. They buy the ticket.
No. I get that, but you could use it for other things. It's not just one thing.
With the video, it's one thing.
Yeah, with the video, it's one thing. Yeah. Well, maybe because they have a lot of camaraderie moments in that time
just
too.
Being difficult.
Oh. Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. But
so we're friends.
That's why we're friends, because
Exactly.
we mess with each other. Oh. But no, I mean, I will say this is definitely out of all the songs, this is 100% different because it was much lighter. And I want to say that it was written by someone different, not the typical ones we hear. Like, I feel like this is a Jin song.
I'd kind of agree because one thing I was waiting on was Jimin to come in with the high vocals and harmonies, and I was like, I didn't get it unless I missed it. Maybe it was just background.
I feel
and
like
light,
this is like someone who brought it to the table, the team or whatever. It was probably Jin. I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely different. It felt
had
kind of
more rap too.
Yeah, it had more rap, but it also had like that early 90s feel. Like early 90s. Without the early 90s soft pop. Not like R&B. Because it was a little more lighter than that. You know, it wasn't as no runs or anything happening, which was a lot of R&B in the 90s. You have to do the neck thing. I mean, that's what happened. Like Mariah Carey, at one point in time, I thought her head was just going to come off her shoulders, like, yeah. But that was just 90s stuff and things like that. But no, I mean, I like the song. It's not my favorite.
It ain't, standing next to you. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't Black Swan.
It ain't Seven. It ain't Set Me Free. Yeah, I mean.
See, of course, you're naming it Jungkook stuff. You're like, yeah, because that's one of the most recent ones that I can't get out of my head, and it never leaves.
They're on the playlist.
It pays rent in my dome. Yeah.
Some of those on the playlist.
Yeah. Well, it's not a Black Swan. It's not a, oh man, there's so many that it's close to in the same category, but just a little bit different. Yeah, now that you've said Standing Next to You, I can't, it's repeating in my head. Standing next to you. It won't come out.
I actually heard the Usher version, the remix one that we did.
Yeah.
I heard that it was either at a party or at a bar, and I was like, other people are starting to play this? Interesting. Like, it was places that you'd be like, I wouldn't think that y'all'd be listening to BTS, but I think because it was Usher and him coming out with new songs and all that stuff, it helps a lot.
A lot of people are starting to really jam them. Mainly because it's not just because they're famous. I know a lot of people say, well, that's the only reason why you like it, because they're famous. That's not what it is. It's because they have friggin' talent.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't claim on one hand Justin Timberlake's amazing singer and a songwriter, and he's put out some bangers of hits. And then look at BTS and listen to all their stuff and be like, it's okay. No, you can't say that. Because honestly, Justin Timberlake and BTS take a lot of their influences from the same sources. You can tell by the way they sing and the way they, I mean, the rap line, of course, is different because Justin Timberlake don't rap.
He had T.I. on that.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. What was it? Timberland and all that good stuff. But yeah, so I mean, it's a good song. It's not my favorite. I'm not going to say it's my favorite. I don't like to lie like that. A lot of people just say, "Oh yeah, it's my favorite again." It's not my favorite, but I mean, it's a good song.
Favorite
it's well written, well produced, well recorded. The video is very easy to understand. It's not trying to hide things or anything else. It's very upfront with what the message is.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, after all that being said, don't get me wrong. I really do like the song. It's just not the best one. And I think it's just because they did a music video of something like, you know, you do. They're not like a typical band that does 2 to 3 music videos per album. They're doing like 6 to 7. So they've got a lot more stuff going on. So they're going to pick and choose different songs, nothing that sounds too similar to each other. That's why every music video we've ever seen has been like, it's completely different than everything I've heard before. Which, by the way, eventually that's going to run out. I mean, it's going to run out, right?
I mean, we did recent stuff and then we jumped back like 10 years. We still have that whole middle.
It still feels like it's different. Yeah. Okay. Well. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you know when new things are coming out. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, MK5studios.com. Like MK5studios.com. Letter MK. Don't put
Yeah, because somebody just typed it.
I know. Whatever. Yeah. Buy some stuff, do some stuff, whatever. Or
Click
share
some
it.
stuff.
Share our sponsor. That might help them because you could reach people that actually do have businesses and stuff, maybe. If you're in a different country, probably not. But it's okay. I get it.
We can convert.
We'll figure it out. Dude, I've tried. I've had to do a lot of different languages when it comes to design, and sometimes it is difficult. Like, there's a lot of things that are different in a lot of different languages. Not just the language itself, but the way it's read, written, the way it is designed and allocated. Like, sometimes it's a little bit difficult, especially seeing that not all the time does Adobe have the fonts correctly for whatever it is. So it might preload differently, and then you have to go in and edit every single time and make sure, okay, this goes right to left, not left to right, you know? But yeah, and that's like Arabic and, well, was it Arabic? I think it was Arabic that I had to do that. Anyways, but it was just because that's what the company wanted. That's what they preferred. But yeah, so, I mean, I liked it. I enjoyed the video. I enjoyed the song. I really did. It wasn't Black Swan or something, you know? It may have been just out of my taste range because it reminds me of stuff in the early 90s.
You just
but
haven't found that one.
That one? No.
The one
found
for
a lot
you.
of ones for BTS.
I'm
We
talking
found
about
a
the
lot
one
of ones.
for you. The song didn't connect with you.
It didn't connect
emotionally.
With me. Yeah, it
That's
didn't
what
connect
it is.
with me. It's okay. That makes me feel worse though, because now it makes me realize that, Joel, you might be a little too independent, bud, that you would look at a music video of a very beautiful, sweet subject and be like, I don't really feel it. It's like, yeah, I love my family, but I don't want to be around them all the time.
Every song is not for every audience.
No, well, that's true.
People
That's true.
love Beyonce, but she has no songs written for me.
Of course, this is not true when it comes to a comment section, because you know for a fact that even us being as nice as we are and saying it's just not something I connect to, they're gonna be like, well, no one wants to connect with you because you suck. Yeah, it's just the way people are. Comment sections are just toxic places. They can be very positive.
I need you to screenshot that face that you made.
Cross-eyed with it. Yeah. I wonder if I should do that as the thumbnail. Yeah, I should do it as the thumbnail.
Yep, that's why I'm saying it right now.
I hope I didn't
when
move
you
too much and blur it. Yeah.
When you edit, you can be like, which one? Oh.
Watch till the end. Yeah, that might work. Wow, this is a long one. Okay. Anyways, better health, better wealth, my friends. Have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.